Welcome back everyone, hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I'm Robbie.
I'm Jye.
And today we are looking at the original classic Jumanji. The sequel just came out starring Dwayne Johnson, so we decided to go back and look at the Robin Williams original from 1995. Hope you guys enjoy.
I'm glad you decided to buy this place. I'm sure that you and your kids will be very happy here.
Every house has secrets.
Everybody in town thinks the place is haunted.
But what happened in this house
Little Alan Parrish. He just vanished about 25 years ago.
is a mystery that began a long time ago when Alan Parrish was just a young boy who made an incredible discovery.
Jumanji. You want to play?
Jumanji was released in 1995 and was directed by Joe Johnston, starring the late great Robin Williams, along with Bonnie Hunt, a very young Kirsten Dunst, and Jonathan Hyde.
The plot revolves around two kids in the late 60s who find a board game. We've got Alan Parrish and Sarah Whittle. They play the game, Alan gets sucked into it and disappears for 26 years until he re-emerges when Judy and Peter find the board game in the 90s, and the board game starts spilling out into our world, and chaos ensues.
Yeah, and it's pretty much a race against time to finish the game before the town is destroyed, I guess.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, this is a childhood gem for me. I'm sure it is for you as well.
This is a staple of my childhood.
Yeah, for anyone who, was a kid in 1995, this is easily something that you'd remember, I'd say.
Oh, for sure.
It's one of Robin Williams' most iconic films, most iconic roles.
Definitely.
It's the peak, in terms of excellence, it's like the peak family film of the 90s for me.
I right up there, I agree with you, because Robin Williams is my favourite actor, and this is, in my opinion, one of his best films. I absolutely love it. It's funny, it's action-packed, it's got a lot of adventure. It ticks all the right boxes.
Yeah. I mean, are the effects dated now? Yeah, they are, very much so. Does it matter? No, not at all. Like, it does not. I watched it again yesterday, and yeah, the lion looks horrible. The monkeys look like cartoon monkeys.
And that stampede looks like it's got a weird blur to it.
Yeah, it does. There's a number of moments that look like there's like when the pelicans attacking.
Yes.
That's got like a weird motion blur to it. But I mean, it was never the CGI that made the film. It was the characters and the story. And that still holds up very much today.
The thing about this film is that it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely so much fun. From the moment it begins, from the moment that everything starts spilling out of the board game, the movie never lets up. It's just incredibly fun, fast-paced. Robin Williams at his best.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry,
it's surprisingly dark at some stages too.
It is, yeah. And I think Van Pelt is such a great board gamey, over-the-top villain as well.
Oh, I love Van Pelt. He was so good. Just a little warning, we probably will be diving into a few spoilers, so if you haven't seen Jumanji yet, I mean...
What are you doing? It's a 22-year-old movie.
Honestly, go see it. But, yeah, so, Van Pelt. That bit in the store when he's chasing Bonnie Hunt and the kids was great. That scream of him in the canoe is one of my favourite scenes in the movie. That's
hilarious. The whole scene, how Robin Williams and Carl the cop are chained together in the cop car and they drive through the wall. It's just so much fun.
It's great. The character of Carl is another great addition to the film.
Yep.
I love how the aunt actually has a bit of a bigger role towards the end.
Yep.
I mean, I can never remember her name, but I love that actress. She's in Frasier. She played Frasier's ex, and gosh, she was hilarious, and she's hilarious in this as well. But just the film, it oozes 90s.
Oh, for sure.
It's so good.
I actually own this film on many different platforms. I have the VHS, I have an original DVD, and I have a special edition which actually opens up like the board game.
Yeah.
And I even own the board game to the film, which I've never been sucked into the game. So
well, you got to put like the card reader thing.
Put the card in. You can't read it. Yeah.
I used to have it. I can't find it. I don't know where it went. But
truth be told, it's not a very good board game.
No,
but for the novelty, it's awesome.
Yeah. You just like imagine that there are all these crazy things going on around you. But no, it's great. The right from the opening, like you feel like this threat coming from the board game with the jungle drums and everything, and that brings me into the music, which is fantastic. And another reason why I mean, I've always loved Jumanji, but I hold it a bit more sentimentally now because of Robin Williams and also James Horner, who did the score.
Yep.
He was one of my all-time favourites, and he passed away a couple of years ago as well. So watching Jumanji again now and seeing both the names come up kind of got to me a bit.
Oh yeah. It was definitely hard there to watch any kind of Robin Williams movie directly after his death. Still is a bit. But this one, Jumanji, is so much fun.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, because I loved this film so much as a kid, I'm wondering whether, like, I watch it now and I still love it. I still see it how I saw it back in the 90s.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Do you think if we hadn't have watched it in the 90s as kids, we would still enjoy it just as much?
I don't know. I was actually thinking that yesterday. Because I was watching with Mum, and like she likes it a lot, but she has nowhere near the amount of connection that I have with it.
Of course.
So, and everyone who I know who loves it is around about our age. So I am curious to know what the older generation and the younger generation think of the film. Like,
I've never got any reviews of people who have not had an attachment to it, a nostalgic attachment for the 90s.
Yeah.
However, I still think, barring all of that, it is still a perfectly excellent film for anybody. I think anybody can get enjoyment out of this. It's, like I said before, it's funny, it's fast-paced, it has so much action in it.
Yeah, it's scary at times.
Actually, it used to scare me a lot as a kid when Alan gets sucked into the board game, you know, when his fingers go all long,
that
and
used
it's
to
like,
really get
that scared the hell out of me when I was younger.
That whole opening really and then the bats coming out and circling Sarah and chasing her down the street. The lion, when you first see the lion briefly, and you see like its face in the darkness and
the tail runs across the piano.
Yeah, that terrified me.
Yeah.
And you watch it again now, and that's still a bit. That bit still scared me. Once it emerged, like animatronic.
Of course, yeah.
But
this is making me want to watch Jumanji.
I know. I just watched it yesterday, and Robin Williams' first appearance is just amazing.
Huge beard, he's dressed like a weird jungle man. It's so good.
And his chemistry with the actor who plays Carl is just incredible.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of Robin Williams films, I was asked recently which is my favourite of his films, and I think I actually settled on Jumanji as my favourite of his because that was the one I had most attachment to that he was actually in as a kid. So
yeah, I'd say Jumanji would be mine as well. Very close behind would be Mrs. Doubtfire.
Of course.
But Jumanji would be just one of my favourite films of the 90s.
Oh,
easily.
Definitely. One of the best films of the 90s in my opinion too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, what do you guys, like, if you're watching and you aren't our age, what do you guys think of the film? Because like, we're really curious about this. Like, comment down below and give us your opinion. Like, is it as good as we say it is, or is it just a fun film?
Are we looking at it through rose-coloured glasses?
Yeah,
or not?
through nostalgia.
We need to know.
Yeah. Because anyone who grows up with a film will have more attachment to it than someone else. But yeah, wrapping up, I mean, star rating, what are we giving it?
This is a 5 out of 5 for me.
Easily.
This is one of my favourite films of all time.
Yeah,
so this
5
is
stars, without a doubt. Yeah.
Now for an update on the extraordinary events unfolding in Brantford, New Hampshire.
TriStar Pictures presents Robin Williams. Jumanji.
Thanks for watching, guys. Those were our thoughts on the original Jumanji from 1995. Leave us a comment below. We'd love to know what you thought of the film. Also, don't forget, if you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I'm Jye.
And I'm Robbie.
And see you at the movies.